Hashira. I could take on a Hashira. These episodes are so hype that I just accept some of these explanations without batting an eye. Inosuke. I can shift my internal organs at will. Me. I'd expect nothing less, Mountain King. Inosuke. Poison doesn't work on me. I was born in the mountains. Me eating popcorn. That makes sense. Imagine working day and night to mask your uncontrollable rage just to have some little flapper come up to you and say that you smell angry. Lower Moon 5, portrayed as a terrifying menace, had an incredible fight, great backstory. Upper Moon 5, portrayed as a babbling clown, had an awful fight, no backstory. How everyone sees Tanjiro. Shinobu, Rengoku, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Giyu, Kano, Yome, Sanami, Uzui, Muichiro, Mitsuri, Obanai, Muzan. Has an amazing and terrifying design, needed a 6'6" Giga Chad and 3 Demon Slayers to be beheaded, had the most epic battle among Upper Moons despite being lowest of them, has a tear-invoking backstory that got a dedicated 30-minute episode, got consoled by Tanjiro after getting beheaded, fought the main character and is a direct parallel to him with his sister. Design is literally whatever the flap that is, got soloed by a 14-year-old femboy, had an abrupt death that felt cheap, backstory not even shown, got MGR style slashed into pieces by Tokito after having a mental breakdown like a toddler, did not even meet the main character of the show. If you ever feel like you're not cut out for a job, remember these two have the same job. The backstories of Season 3. Face reveal of the hugely hyped demon. Less than 5 seconds of jiggle physics. Found this on Facebook. Did you notice? It's not easy to identify a Hashira from the rest of the Demon Slayer Corps if you've never met them. But there is one small difference in their uniforms that stands out. Only the Hashira wear gold buttons on their uniforms, while the rest of the Demon Slayers wear silver buttons. Saddest scene in the show so far? When Rengoku's dad broke down and started crying. Emotional damage! Since everyone is mentioning Rengoku, Sanami, Gyutaro and Daki, Rui, Muichiro, etc., I just want to bring this one scene forward. Nezuko crying after hearing Tanjiro's lullaby was sad. It is not as sad as the other scenes, but it shows how hard it is on her end. She never really had the chance to mourn since she turned into a demon and is always just resting. It shows the weight she carries and how much being with Tanjiro means to her since he's her only family. Her crying really threw me off guard, to be honest. If Demon Slayer was made in America, how would the 12 Kizuki's eyes be drawn? I still can't forget this scene. What he wanted? I want a Demon Slayer Corps sword, the color-changing sword. What he got? Hashira's fighting Upper Moons? Meanwhile, Mitsuri. I'm going to die!
What?
Gyutaro had enough potential to be Upper Moon 5. As Muzan said, Daki was holding him back.
What?
I never said all that shiz. Breaking news. According to a survey, elementary school kids in Japan admire Tanjiro more than their own parents. Stupidest character in Kimetsu no Yaiba. The thought of that bizarre hair color being passed down to my children makes me shudder. Let's forget this marriage interview ever happened. How on heaven's earth is no one willing to marry her? Are they blind? They don't have enough food for her. Probably the most accurate answer. What if Muzan took no chances? I want you to kill the Demon Slayer wearing Hanafuda earrings. If breaths aren't actually there, how is Gyoko blinded by Muichiro's mist? That isn't mist, it's just sweat from the animators making this show. When Tanjiro was carrying Tanjiro and sitting next to Tanjiro. Alright, who do we like more so far? They act like two legends cannot coexist. My Upper Moon ranking. If you disagree, you are biased. If you ever think any character is weak, remember Daki killed 7 Hashira. Akaza killing a Hashira punishes him by nearly killing him. Hantengu dies. Good work, Hantengu. Imagine this is the story we got instead. Gotoge, the author of Demon Slayer, first wrote a story called Kisatsu no Nagare, but it was too serious and the story was way too dark for a serialization. The editor asked Gotoge to make a brighter protagonist, and that's how Tanjiro and Demon Slayer were created. Tanjiro's OG design in the manga looks like he'd say, "See you in HFIL," with the most disgusted look on his face before striking the final blow without an ounce of pity on the demon. I just imagine Gotoge like, "Oh, he's too serious, is he? Fine, here's the most wholesome boy in existence. How do you like that?" Muzan's backstory is most relatable, as many of us have killed our doctors because they failed to cure us.
What?
I kinda like how Muzan wasn't portrayed as this broken hero who was betrayed by the world or something. He really was just an awful, egoistic man. He's a demon even before becoming one. I know Gyutaro did most of the work, but dang. This was not stated in the anime, but in the manga it states, the thing that was giving Tanjiro and the others trouble was the fact that Gyutaro could fight while controlling his sister. He saw what she saw, giving him 2 points of view on what was happening. He never let on that he was able to do this. It just made him seem more powerful. About to go fight. I'll post the video after. Yo bro, where's the fight? I got my cake beat, bro. I'm not posting that shiz. He dead, so he can't reply. Akaza took the phone. He sends a donut emoji. Muzan actually destroyed 4 arcs right here by ending the lower moons. Can't believe Ufotable also did this to my man. Shinobu. Almost accurate size. Here is a Sanemi fact. Sanemi once saw Maeda Masao, one of the uniform makers, harassing a female slayer. With only his yell, Sanemi was able to make Maeda wet his pants. I still can't understand how is Nezuko so strong? They're called power naps for a reason, I guess. Put these 4 in a room, and who's starting a fight first? Inosuke. I think that's true. Then Sanemi will fight back, and probably Tengen will decide to intervene and stop the fight, and Genya will be just looking and thinking how to apologize. Who here could riz up the most women? Bro has 3 wives. Who do you think? Also, every woman he met trying to sell off Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu was smitten with him. I'm not gay, but if I have to Bible study a ninja's kunai, I will.
What?
Is there a canon reason why Daki decided to fight Tanjiro in her underwear? Me? If Tanjiro can smell blood, does that mean he knows which girls are on their periods?
What?
Everyone else. When Demon Slayers finally defeat Muzan. Which couple do you like the most? Yoko X Yoho! At last, someone able to withstand the sun has appeared. Good work, Han Tengu. What if Tanjiro killed Giyu with his hatchet? Bro will be the laughingstock of the entire Demon Slayer corps. Shinobu will keep instigating that joke as a reminder to keep yourselves hydrated, or you will end up like a certain water-breathing Hashira. More like, not-so-breathing Hashira. We're not talking about Rengoku here. Love breathing. Second form. I love you, but as a friend.
Emotional damage!
Every character gets a Twitter account. Who's getting cancelled first? Kokushibo is too raw for Twitter. He'd be out here just hurting people's feelings 24/7. Zenitsu for being cringe around women. Yeah, actual menace. Imagine Doma then. Doma will be overpowered. Doma must have insane riz. He is also hot, and he can find thousands of women online who will be ready to spend the night with him. Doma casually commenting under women's pictures how he'll save them by cannibalizing them. Gyutaro gets cancelled for saying the most horrid things when someone cyberbullies or thirsts after Daki. Y'all forget Enmu was arrested because he was trying to get freaky with a train. He's 100% first. Author literally said geek plus L plus ratio plus stolen camera plus no biznatches. Fun fact, Suma is canonically bi. making her the only LGBTQ plus Demon Slayer character. Hold up, she's 19 right now, and Tengen is 23. If I remember correctly, Tengen got married at 15. 23 minus 19 equals 4, which means she was 11 when she married Tengen, and he was supposed to get married to her younger sister. Average marriage in the 19th century. My man barely had 10 seconds of screen time and managed to be one of the most hated characters from the show. Why does Sanemi have white hair if everybody else in the family has black hair? The stress of being the father figure for his family really hit him. We've been showed so many different types of swords. Which one do you like the most? I like the spoiler sword the most. Has the power to hide everything. What motivated you to exterminate demons? I want to avenge my family. I want to carry my father's will. I owe Oyakata with my life. I just want to get laid, plus pillars are cute. Facts Demon Slayer fans have to accept. Corbett needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. What was needed to kill Upper Moon 6 Extreme Diff? What was needed to kill Upper Moon 5 No Diff? Nezuko and I will defeat Muzan Kibutsuji. Kimetsu no Yaiba character names according to autocorrect. Ramiro Komodo, Insurance Hospital, Zeus Satsuma, Mexico Kimono, Tomato Guy, Shinobu Loco, Random Terrorist, Initially Obama, Same Shinigami, Missouri Janario, Kane Loco, Mixing Jojo Sushi, Tomorrow Mischievous, Guinea Homecoming, YouTube Tsunami. I don't know why, but this caught me off guard. Sorry, Zenitsu passed out. Throw him in the river. Became a demon when he was a kid and remained a kid. Became a demon when they were kids and grew up to become adults. What is this aging process? Put some respect on his name for being the first of the Hashira to go head-to-head with Upper Moon. My man held Akaza in place despite having a hole in his chest. Mad respect. He held him with the hole in his chest. Got mad hole strength.
What?
Demon Slayer author explaining how Mitsuri's hair color changed. Mitsuri dyed her hair pink and green. She ate 170 Sakura rice cakes a day for 8 months. Why don't they plant wisteria trees everywhere? Because they don't grow everywhere? In fact, from how incredibly confined to a few places those trees are in the Demon Slayer universe, it's a type of tree limited to very specific conditions. In real life, they need some pretty large amounts of sun. Their placement in top of sunny hilltops in the series makes sense. He trying to be Rengoku so bad. Evil Rengoku be like, put your heart's fire out. Sanemi's backstory? Muichiro's backstory? Meanwhile, Mitsuri's backstory. Found this on TikTok. What if? Enmu making terrified Thomas the Tank Engine noises. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro didn't cut his hair before the final selection. Favorite Hashira and why? Mr. Flamboyancy himself, god of festivals, 6'6" hunk, most underrated Hashira pre-season 2, too many wives, Rengoku, my chatty daddy Tengen Uzui. All the beautiful ladies of Demon Slayer, who is your favorite? You forgot one. What about Tengen's wives? I also choose that guy's wife. Kimetsu no Yaiba fans arguing over any other topic? Kimetsu no Yaiba fans when they are asked about the strongest Hashira. When Hashira becomes girls, which one is the prettiest? Thinking of Gyomei like that just kills me. Imagine a 7'2" behemoth of a man caked in makeup and in a patterned kimono. Death by Snoo Snoo. The OG Lady Dimitrescu. No, I'm not gonna like this Hashira. How the flap can you survive in the sun? Well, you see, Muzan, despite you being a demon, you seem to know very little about demons. Demons in the Demon Slayer universe are based on vampires, more specifically, the ones that come from the Eastern European Dracula written by Bram Stoker in 1897. In the novel itself, Dracula has never died in the sun. In fact, he walks around in the sun quite normally. The sun only weakens his vampiric powers. The origin of the myth of vampires dying in the sun was actually depicted in the 1922 German reimagined silent film Nosferatu, which is the oldest surviving depiction of Dracula in film. Considering they had to change his name for copyright reasons, the 1931 film everyone associates with Dracula, featuring the iconic depiction by Bela Lugosi, included this mistake, and thereby most depictions of Dracula, and by extension vampires, have all continued this myth of vampires dying in sunlight, even though that has never been the intention of the author of the original novel, Bram Stoker. If you could learn any breathing styles, which would you learn? Thunder is the only one that I am aware of that has non-combat uses. All of the other styles are for killing. Thunder makes me go to McDonald's fast. Simple. Edited what it would look like if Muichiro had his father's genes instead. Imagine if Muichiro had smoke breathing instead of mist breathing to go with that. 8th form, lung cancer. 11th form, honeyberry backwoods. I can understand Obanai hate. Never gonna forgive his biznatch behind for showing up after the fight and saying this shiz. Bro was probably hiding in a tree. Demon Slayer fans are tripping. What a beautiful family. Same smile. Females. Why does female automatically mean upper moon's out for some artists? It's great art, but I just don't get it. Tengen would, let's be honest. Oh, you're a Demon Slayer fan? Is it Tengen Uzui or Uzui Tengen? Am I pretty? Yeah, you're pretty weak.
Emotional damage!
Your last saved image is the reason why Rengoku died. You call throwing dynamite around a martial art? Hey, as long as it works. PE teacher? Okay, you gotta control your breathing. Girls? OMG, that's so boring. Boys? Water breathing, 2nd form. Your last Kimetsu no Yaiba picture from your gallery is what you're trying to survive from. Will you survive? Italian Juro is trying to kill me, but for the fact we are compatriots, we will go for pizza together and become best friends. I don't even want to imagine Shinobu saying this to me, but I definitely wouldn't survive an angry Shinobu. Flap me. Not sure I'll survive. I'm doomed. Watching a horror movie. May or may not be crying. Screams at everything, even if it's not a jump scare. Watches in silence, nobody knows whether they're terrified or enjoying it. Constantly loses the plot and asks questions, ruining it for everyone. Laughs like a maniac whenever someone dies. Would you rather pat Nezuko's head, or let Nezuko pat your head? Why not both? Your outside-the-box thinking is profoundly intelligent. Send me cursed photos of Kimetsu no Yaiba and I'll rate them. How to increase your social status at school. Assert your dominance. T-posing will let other students know you are superior. Get back here, Nezuko! What would you do if you were driving during the night, but then you see this? How Enmu survived Muzan. Do you have any last words? You're so hot, I'd smash. That's what I like to hear. Who is this? Gojiro. Objective, live up to your 30s. Demon Slayer characters. Wait, if Nezuko can survive the sun now, doesn't that make her completely unkillable since Nichiren's sword can only kill demons because they can absorb sunlight? Upper Moon Blood Demon art without context. Demon Slayer characters raiding Area 51. They can't stop us all. If we Naruto run, we can dodge the bullets. Please don't go, they absolutely can stop you all. Have fun dying. Actually goes to Area 51, gets in. Inosuke with his mask on versus Inosuke with his mask off. Sorry, Obanai, but this is the real Obamitsu. Become a demon, Kyojuro. What are you hiding, Tomioka-san? Akaza when he sees Doma eating a woman again. Holy flapping shiz! Tanjiroche. For $1 million. What is the name of the guy with a demon as his sister with a black Nichiren blade and uses water breathing? Is it A. Ganpachiro Kamaboko, B. Tanjiro Kamado, C. Tantaro, or D. Manjiro? Inosuke? All of them! Why does every anime keep doing this cringe shiz where a mofo will halt and just close his eyes while smiling in the middle of a conversation? If a dude did this corny flapping shiz to me mid-combo, I'd sock his behind out. If Mitsuri had WhatsApp. How old is Tanjiro? How the flap do you sheath your sword? It's BS. Can I bring the snake this time? Die, liberal. Mitsuri, buy an undershirt, please. I can't take it anymore. Does anyone else ever wonder when Tanjiro called this dude a punani, what if he ran back and caved his chest in? They would both die. Tanjiro from having his chest caved in, Akaza because he'll lose his chance to escape the sun. That. When I first watched it, I thought he was gonna go hit Tanjiro and then run back in the forest. I mean, bro could have chucked a rock super hard at Tanjiro to hurt him. I assume it would just disintegrate into dust from the speed of the throw, making it not hit Tanjiro. Oh, you silly boy. You know it wouldn't disintegrate, cause anime logic wouldn't allow it to. Oh, you silly boy. It would disintegrate, cause anime plot armor wouldn't allow it to hit Tanjiro. Tanjiro? Tanjiro pre-fight? Tanjiro with half his bones broken. What was the point of Daki trapping victims in a belt and saving them for later? Why not trap them in a belt and eat now? Do they need to marinate? Is she stupid? Not gonna lie, is Genya the only one smart here? His guns were able to take out upper moons. These swordsmiths need to lock in, bro. They had Tommy guns back in the time Demon Slayer is based on. Give me a Nichiren Tommy gun, I'm taking out all the upper moons. Give me a Nichiren sniper, I'm having Muzan's head by next Wednesday. Resisting the urge to power scale upper moons when they're literally already ranked. How do y'all feel about this face swap? I like Demon Slayer. Why? Because it's animation. It's carried by animation. Animation is the only good thing about Demon Slayer. Tanjiro with Hinokami Kagura. I take back anything negative I have said about this guy. American breathing, first form, shotgun. American breathing, third form, lumberjack tree throw. American breathing, fourth form, freedom. American breathing, fifth form, chop. American breathing, sixth form, gratata. American breathing, seventh form, bacon, cheese, and fries. American breathing, eighth form, obesity. American breathing, 10th form, bad fast food. Don't let that mofo get on no train. The Tanjiro effect. Tanjiro, but with a ponytail? Sick, but can last longer in bed, Tanjiro. Tanjiro, but more handsome. Tanjiro, but on Colombian Bam Bam. Girls at sleepovers? Let's summon a demon. OMG, this is gonna be so fun! Boys at sleepovers? Who keeps summoning them? What's Mitsuri in prison for? Indecent exposure. That was my guess, but the crowd that saw got too rowdy and she was taken in for her own safety. Nezuko's voice actress after grunting for 4 seasons. Hair down Shinobu is so pretty. Isn't that just female Inosuke? The demons in Demon Slayer are just vampires. Changed my mind. What did Kanao see? Wrong answers only. What exists of her and Shinobu on the internet? If you could ask Daki one question, what would you ask? How much?
What?
So, your brother inside of you often? Can you name Demon Slayer ranks besides Hashira? Me? We have surpassed them. Mugen Train in a nutshell. Stop your work and notice me! Amazing craftsmanship. Now I understand why Haganezuka is always so pissed when Tanjiro breaks his sword. The amount of dedication he puts into them is unmatched. POV, who is Tanjiro's father? Who pays the Infinity Castle electricity bill? Gyoko's pots, Nakami's money from shows, donation from Doma's cult, everyone's chipping in. And Daki. Who would you sacrifice to save Rengoku? This biznatch right here. I love spending my time with you. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. Can Kokushibo lick his bottom eyes?
What?
So, how about we talk now, Tanjiro? I don't even understand how you'd speak with a literal hole in your chest. 'Tis but a scratch. What did he do? Wrong answers only. He ate the butterflies. He snorted wisteria and fought Kanao. Probably brought Aoi a dead deer in an attempt to flirt. I know you like her. I don't like Kojo. I didn't say who. How much would you buy? I'm moving out and I'm taking the kids with me. I think we should stop playing now. If Giyu had WhatsApp. Hello? My lungs are collapsing. I have 75 broken bones. Flapping, delete yourself. Flapping, delete yourself. I need cucumber, Tomioka. Flapping, delete yourself. Time traveler avoids taxes. The timeline. Hold up. Something ain't right. Dragon Ball? Demon Slayer? Having villains conveniently show up from weakest to strongest. Bots in shooter games? Bots in fighting games? Bots in chess games. Kimetsu no Yaiba characters playing a fighting game. Fights fair and square. Uses the same move again and again. Button masher. Sleeps. Doesn't get an invitation. Give me your most cursed Kimetsu no Yaiba image you have. Here's mine. Hello, yes, I would like to make the fandom mad. Mitsuri is better than Nezuko. Change my mind. You see a yellow-haired demon slayer. You scare the shiz out of him. He passes out. The boss music starts to play. I don't know which is more terrifying. How short girls think they look when they're angry? How they actually look like. Kimetsu no Yaiba Humor Starter Pack. Flashy/flamboyant. Rengoku. Akaza equals basketball. Kamaboko Ganpachiro. Michael Jackson. America breathing. Evil Inosuke be like, Tanjiro. Food in anime. Y'all just wait until Muzan hits us with Breath of Dancing, First Form, Moonwalk. Who does it better? Siblings in anime? My sister is the beauty of our hometown. Siblings in real life. You ugly piece of shiz. Demon Slayer in one sentence. Breathing is fun. Demon Slayer, an anime/manga where a boy's sister becomes a demon lolly and they have to fight Michael Jackson with the help of a scared Pikachu and Peppa Pig, who changed gender and started doing illegal substances, mostly steroids. There is no such image as cursed as this. Who wins? Inosuke? Inosuke with manners. You may be cool, but you'll never be fighting a Kizuki in women's clothing not designed for fighting while you sleep under a full moon pool. If this mofo broke into your house, what are you doing? Just tried to weigh my love for Shinobu. I think I got the wrong figure. Genya be like, Akaza is a baker. For $1 million, what's the name of that water dude with the thick forehead? Is it A, Kamaboko Ganpachiro, B, Shakariki Gengaro, C, Itadaki Tantaro, or D, loser? Giyu, I want you to become the next water pillar. Tanjiro? Are you alright?
What?
Do I look like I'm okay to you? Who would win? A feral gremlin with explosions, or a feral gremlin with swords? Are you ready for a Taisho era secret? Did you know that Muzan is a little biznatch?